So I believe that the talk of the current administration is hockey talk and the Israelis conducting a first strike. Well, I would be surprised. Then, on the other hand, we are pulling our troops out at a rapid pace from Iraq.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna break down what he said because at the end he said we're pulling our troops out at a rapid pace from Iraq. That's gonna go back to what he just said about becoming prisoners in our own home because that's why they doing that. And not only that, okay, he said that they had hold up. He said that it's hockey talk for them to go on Iran and the Israelis conducting the first strike. I would be surprised, but you know that them crackers is they proud. You know what I'm saying?
And this ending comment is would not lose any sleep over this.
So he said he wouldn't lose no sleep over this. He just said that he gonna become a prisoner in his own home. He's not gonna lose no sleep under it. So who's the real sleeper agent? Nigga, you sound like a sleeper agent.
America putting him to sleep.
Sipping that wine.
America is NyQuil. You know, the air that you breathe is NyQuil.
That's
the
what they,
that you watch is NyQuil.
that's what they spraying out of them planes.
That's some chemtrail, NyQuil. The spiritual NyQuil on the cloud.
Niggas is docile, dog.
The next comment is by Irene Carmichael. She says, I agree, Dennis E. I'm not losing any sleep over this either. I've read the book and I know how it ends. Could this turn into Ezekiel 38?
If you read the whole book, if you ate the whole roll.
Yeah, she didn't eat the whole. She a little Edomite chick. She trying to watch her figure, so she just took a little bite.
And so she ain't gonna lose any sleep either because she know how it's gonna end. You know the end of the story that then the missiles eat your asshole out, baby.
She stopped at John 3:16.
Yeah. So that they let know the end of the story. So we not losing sleep. The only reason why we losing sleep because we too much. We glorifying too much and praising is too. We having too much. It's good.
Meditating day and night.
You know, we happy. So we losing sleep off of rejoicing. You know.
She said, could this turn into Ezekiel 38? Possibly, but I don't think it will be this time.
See?
Of course, that's just my opinion.
You fucking right. Because it's not the Lord's opinion. The Lord's plan is for it to pop off and for it to be an end and for the kingdom of Israel to rise. Period, point blank.
The Lord don't have an opinion. He has fact.
Every time a cracker say some smart stuff, they just end it with some dumb stuff.
Of course, it's just my opinion and they try to denote the truth. Like, yeah, the America's gonna be destroyed, but that's just my opinion. And bring out scriptures and everything. And demons.
Right after that, she says, could this lead to war? Possibly.
Absolutely.
Could this just be
inevitably?
Could this just be saber rattling? Possibly. Unfortunately, we are just spectators and have no voice on how it ends.
Reality.
Shall we be prepared for any and all eventualities? Definitely. As for me, I'm prepared, so I'm just going to sit back and watch this global, actually cosmic chess match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yes.
She said she read about Ezekiel. I guess she ain't read about the fisher shall be hunters. Or Ezekiel 25.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She read Ezekiel. She must have just skipped over that 25 and 12 to 14.
She went straight to 38.
She's going to be eating her popcorn. And we're going to come swinging through our windows like fucking James Bond on her ass and beat the shit out. You better not look good. You better hope you look good. You're going to live a little bit.
The next one is from Eyes of YHWH.
Oh, man.
Let's
see what he got to say.
Their comment is wars and rumors of wars. That is all this is.
Oh, so it's just rumors now.
I mean, scripture said that wars and rumors of wars. That's all he had to say. I give him that, but I don't know who he is. He don't have a true name because he'll just put plainly Yahweh instead of the tetragram.
Right.
You get a half point
Yeah.
for that.
He ain't deep into the scriptures.
You have a point. The next one is from Barbara Mahadi Schleifer. She says, no nation could win this war. This war would be the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
right
gonna
about
be a
that.
nation that's gonna win.
Yeah,
The nation of Israel.
It's a war without somebody winning. I mean,
one war is past, and the second and third war coming. This is the last one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And he say whoa, 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 whoa.
mm-mm.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. 1, 2, 3. 3 world wars. It's the last world war.
This last comment is from Gonzo. He said, Iran can win a war against Israel, the United States, and England easily and with one hand tied back. Iran has every right to have a clandestine nuclear program because Israel has had one for over 30 years.
Right. So how are you gonna say, "Oh, Iran, you can't have no nuclear program," but your neighbor to the right, Pakistan, they can. Oh, yeah, India can't. China can too. Russia, go ahead and let the Russians have one. You know we got one and they got one, but you can't have one. You know what I'm saying? What kind of bullshit is that?
Yep.
It's Esau trying to be the world police.
Because they know they won't go over there. They be like, we ain't gonna fuck with Russia. We need to go over there in Iran. And so we need to stop them from having that nuclear capability. And when we go over there, we don't need no trouble.
I got one. Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
That's like he always says, that's plain. And also, it says you lay upon your bed and plot because it's in your power. You know, y'all niggas is you baking your own cake. Esau, America, Israel, Europe, France. You know, you EU, NATO. You're baking your own cake, and that's the destruction of your pride and joy, which is America. You know, the rest of y'all empires, the rest of y'all Edomites is going down too. You know?
Is there more to that? I'll wait till it's over. Go ahead.
All right. Reading on this comment, it says, Iran has never attacked another country. Israel, on the other hand, has a long history of attacking other countries and stealing islands, put to Wales, and stealing land from its neighbors. Iran is the only country in the world that has not a Rothschild-controlled central bank.
That's right. That's another reason why they want to go in there, because they're not under the international bankers. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get that one world government put together, and if you ain't part of the plan, then shit, we got to take you down.
Slide that wine in their city.
Right.
Slide that wine, that little that.
Drink of this cup.
You gonna drink of this cup, nigga?
Drop. Reading on, it says, that's the reason why Israel has been given its marching orders to seek an attack on Iran.
Seek an attack. You know? Even though this is a comment, but whoever this is on point. You know?
Gonzo.
So Gonzo. Even though the name Gonzo.
Sounds like Gandhi.
Gonzo off the Muppet Babies.
Oh.
It sound like Issachar.
Gonzo. It says, Israel is a deranged, suicidal nation. We can expect the most insane behavior.
Then they say they're gonna bring the war to the streets.
Yeah, to the streets of Tel Aviv.
Yeah, they're not playing. They say gonna bring it to Tel Aviv, not only Tel Aviv, but Europe and America. That's a suicide mission, but they bout that. They the only one that's about slinging that first stone. You know, I hear America dead in the face with it too.
That was talking about Israel, but you was on point when you was talking about the wild man. You know what I'm saying? Iran.
Well, Israel is basically America. It's basically Europe, because after World War II.
Yeah, that's when they established Israel.
Who established it? You know, really the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
But you know, it's through the Europeans. They bought it because they said, "Hey, we got involved in it.